For almost a season and a season and a half, I've been trying to keep this on the low. I even hint it to y'all boys. I had the low-key hint in a thumbnail and put it in bro, I try to keep it on the low. As y'all know, y'all love my Kevin Durant build. Y'all been waiting for this for a minute. Y'all been waiting for this for a minute, and they finally did it. As this actual replica build was already in the game, but it had a minor problem. The Slim Reaper build is now able to be made. You can make the Slim Reaper Kevin Durant build in NBA 2K23 now. As of Season 3, it was already in the game, but it had a few problems they had to fix, and they finally fixed the problem that you can make this build. As y'all might be thinking, okay, there's gotta be only 3 to 4 actual Slim Reaper Kevin Durant builds. And I tell you, there is, but you can make so many different variations of it. You can make one that got a high three-pointer, a low three-pointer, one with contacts, one without contact dunks. It's so many variations of this Slim Reaper build that you might end up liking. But today I'm gonna break down all of them from the Thunder, from the Warriors, and from the Nets. I'm gonna show you all 3. If you guys remember the stats that I have on my regular Kevin Durant build, this is my Kevin Durant build. Remember these stats versus the stats you're gonna see. As if it's going to be a big mixture, put them all together and you be like, okay, it makes sense now why you put all your stats like that. And finally, when 2K gave us the heads up that they're going to end up actually dropping the build, me and my man's Uncle Demi, you know what I'm saying? I told Demi, when they actually release it and give us the green light, let me know when we can end up making this Slim Reaper build. And that's what we end up doing. My man's Demi came in clutch. As of doing this, this is the first one we're going to start with. We're going to start with the OKC Kevin Durant build. As everybody fell in love with this actual Kevin Durant, this is maybe my favorite Kevin Durant all time. The MVP Kevin Durant, this is my favorite Kevin Durant out of all 3. The Golden State Warriors was tough, but I like actual OKC MVP Kevin Durant. But as you make this build, you want to make it a small forward. That's one thing you have to pay attention to. You're going to copy exactly everything I have down. Make sure you have a small forward, right-handed, number 3'5". Of course, you got to have it on the back and the front. Come on, man. In the height, we're going to rock out with a 6'9", 220, and 7'2" wingspan. In the body type, you can go solid or compact. This is one thing that you're going to pay attention to. The body type does not matter. It's up to you. If you want your KD build to be burly, you can. But, hey, as of actually making this one, this is going to be OKC. I have 2 different versions for this actual OKC Kevin Durant build. As you're going to upgrade your close shot, it's going to be an 88, but the layup is going to be a 90. There's going to be a lot of very similar things when it comes to all these Kevin Durant builds, especially when it comes to close shot, driving layup, and dunk, and shooting. You're going to see it's going to be very similar for this build. Then there's on this build gets contact dunks. There's a build that doesn't get contact dunks that's very similar to this, but this build gets contact dunks with limitless takeoff on go. And the thing that you're going to see about these Kevin Durant builds, they do have post controller just to end up having Dream Shake up higher in the post, so you can get those badges at least on silver and to hit that threshold to make it a replica build. But as of the shooting on this build, you're going to see it's going to be a lot of different 3-point types. You're going to see like an 80, 81, 87. It's going to be a lot of different ones that you see. But as of this Kevin Durant, you're going to see an 81 3-pointer and an 89 mid-range. That's one thing I went a little different. I made sure my 3-pointer was higher than my mid-range because you don't really need a high mid-range on this game, but if you do have a high mid-range, you can be deadly if you know how to use the mid-range game. But as of the free throw, you got an 80 free throw. That's cool. As of most of the time, I don't put my free throw up. I have it like 70, 75, or even like 65. You can hit consistently with a 65 free throw. But as of making a regular build, you have to put the free throw up. But with the speed with ball, you're going to end up maxing out the speed with ball to 73. And then when it comes to the ball handle for this build, you're going to stop at 85. And an 85 ball handle on the 6'9", that is not bad. You get a lot of good dribble moves, especially being 6'9". But the only thing I'm kind of skeptical about is the pass accuracy that it stops at a 72. So far, we have 20, 24, and 17. 17 playmaking badges is not enough for me, but I would say, you know what I'm saying, if you got the extra badge points, put your 4, maybe, or put your 5, 6, 7, how many extra badge points you got, put it on playmaking. I would say put it on playmaking because the playmaking is kind of very low. You at least need like 22 to be honest. But as of the defense, you got a 60 interior, 62 perimeter, 66 steal. This is maybe the one that has the most balanced defense because it's literally about everything is almost even. But the offensive rebound is literally a 42. Then your defensive rebound is a 70. That's going to be the highest that you have on this build. So you're going to end up having 20, 24, 17, and 12. And one thing when it comes to defense, I think the defensive stats that you see right now might be the best ones you see in the whole video out of all the Kevin Durant builds. But for the physicals, the main thing that you cannot forget, you got a 79 speed, a 76 acceleration, the strength is a 49. As of his vertical, you're going to have a 76 vertical on this build. Then you're going to end up rocking out with that 90 stamina. As of you getting this build, 6'9", 220, 7'2" wingspan, 20, 24, 17, and 12. this build is looking alright. It's an offensively sound build, like I told you. And as of the takeovers I have on my Kevin Durant build, it's the same thing on this build. As of that build, I have a crazy badge count. My badge count is like 18, 25, 25, and like 22 defensive badges. But as of you getting these 3 people, you're gonna end up getting the OKC Kevin Durant replica build, Slim Reaper build. But hold on, that's not it. That's just one of them for OKC. That's just one. That is just one. So hold on, we gonna get right back to it. As you see these stats on the screen, this is the second one. And some things that you might see different is the driving dunk. The driving dunk is no contact dunks. You got a 75 driving dunk. Your 3-pointer is higher. Your mid-range drops down 1. Your pass accuracy ends up going up 3, and you'll be able to unlock that LeBron James pass type, so you'll be able to throw faster passes, and the ball won't just flow in the air. But as of the defense is very similar, but the steal is going to be different. The rebound is going to be different, especially when it comes to offensive boards. But as of the physicals looking all right. It looks about same, but it's a little bit lower than what you had the last time. But as you end up seeing this, you're going to see that this actual KD build, the OKC version, the second one, it will have a blue jersey. So you can tell the difference. The first one I showed you had a white jersey. This one has a blue jersey. These are 2 different ones, because if it was the same, it will pop up with the same jersey color. But for those first 2 actual replica builds that I showed you for OKC, now it's time to hop on to the Warriors. As for the Warriors Kevin Durant, I'm actually surprised of how this build is set up. It's set up very similar to the OKC one. That's cool, but I would have thought that 3-pointer would have been way higher than what the heck I seen on the first 2. As of the 3-pointer, you'd be like, all right, bro, it's cool, it get the job done. But as of the actual finishing, this build will have contact dunks. This is the difference that you're going to see between both builds. One build's going to have contact dunks, and the one that doesn't have contact dunks is going to have a higher 3-pointer. That's just the drop off and the sacrifice you're going to have to make. But as of an 89 close shot, 89 layup, 86 driving dunk, the limits takeoff on gold. Your standing dunks are going to be a 54 to get the extra badge point, and 76 post control to hit the threshold. When it gets to the shooting point, you're going to have an 88 mid-range, and the 3-pointer, you're going to see the 3-pointer is going to be at 82. As an 82 3-pointer, it's greenable. You can green with an 82 3. We all know this by now. Mid-range is an 83. As of having 21 and 24 badges, it gets the job done. Those are definitely, you know what I'm saying, it gets the job done. But when it gets to this playmaking, this is where it gets tough at for me. The 70 pass accuracy, a lot of y'all might already use it, but I like 75. No matter what, the lowest I will ever go is 75. Speed with ball, max, and that's the ball control, it is the 87. 17 playmaking badges again. But when we get to defense, you're going to see a trend. You're seeing a trend already when it comes to the close shot, the mid-range, stuff like that. You're going to see a trend, ball control. But when it comes to defense, you're going to see a crazy trend when it comes to interior defense, perimeter defense, block, and defensive rebound. As of most of these builds that you're going to see, only thing that's going to be very low almost every single time when it comes to defense is the steal and the offensive rebound. Everything else is going to at least be a 60 higher, or at least going to be 70 when it comes to defense on these builds. As of the speed and physical that you're going to put on this, you're going to have a 72 speed. 72 speed is a little too slow for me, especially trying to play defense. Acceleration, 74. I would love the acceleration to be higher, but as of what you can do, 72 speed, 74 acceleration. Then you're going to end up having a 75 vertical with the 90 stamina on this build. As you see in this, you got 21, 24, 17, and 12. Just telling you, it's looking about the same. It's just a little few differences here and there. It's just based on if you want a higher 3-pointer or you want contact dunks. If you want contact dunks, you're going to get a lower 3-pointer. But for the Golden State Kevin Durant, you're going to see only one jersey. It's not going to be 2 jerseys. I try to make different multiple ways, but you're only going to see the white jersey version of Kevin Durant for the Slim Reaper build. Even though you're about to see I changed a little bit of stats here and there, the only thing I really changed is just minor things when it comes to showing you the second Golden State Warriors Kevin Durant Slim Reaper build. As of this one, it's going to be minor things. This build don't get contact dunks. It has the 83 3-pointer. It has the 75 pass accuracy. Things like that. The actual stats on defense is about the same. One thing about it, you just get a higher badge count for the shooting, then you get a lower badge count when it comes to finishing, but end up going to the physicals. The physicals is going to be a 74 speed, a 76 acceleration, a 69 vertical, and a 90 stamina. And the thing about this one versus the first one, you get more badges. You got 2 extra playmaking badges by sacrificing 1 finishing badge. But the thing about it, as you sacrificing that 1 finishing badge, now you cannot get contact dunks. That's one thing that you got to keep in mind. You don't get contact dunks, but if you're someone that wants to end up lowering than that, it could go right back to normal. You can literally put it right back to normal. You can get limitless range on this build right here, and you'll be able to end up having silver limitless range with a 26 badge count of 20, 26, 17, and 12. But as of having that 70 pass accuracy, that's not my forte. Like I told you, you can pick any one of those, you can. But as you would get OKC Kevin Durant again, the Slim Reaper build, this is the second option. Or actually, I just gave you 3 options. Did you go 70 pass accuracy or 75, or you can go no contacts or contacts or limitless range on silver. But as of the last one, the Nets Kevin Durant build, this is going to be one that's going to be different. It's not a small forward. It is a power forward. This is going to be power forward, right hand. It ain't no 3-5 on your jersey. Ain't no 3-5. You just got the 7. You putting the 7 on your jersey. Make sure you have these things right. Power forward, right-handed, 7 on the jersey, not 6'9", we're going 6'10", the big 6'10", and for the weight, we're not going 220, we're going 230. We're going to 230 on this build. The wingspan is going to be 7'4". As of the last one, it was 6'9", 220, and it had a 72 wingspan. As of the body type for this build, you're going to go compact or you can go solid. Those are the 2 ones I recommend just because you are 230 pounds. But as of this build, the Kevin Durant Slim Reaper Brooklyn Nets build, as you see the close shot, we've been rocking with the 88 to 89 close shot. Now we hit the 90 threshold. The 90 threshold, and as a layup, it's very close. You're gonna have an 89 driving layup, and then as a driving dunk, like I told y'all boys, the driving dunk, we only even have one version of this build. Because if you 6'10", I know you want the contact dunk. So 89 layup, 86 driving dunk limitless takeoff on gold, and you get that at tier 2, so you'll be no problem. Standing dunk will be a 57, so you get the extra badge point. And then with the post control, we used to 76. It's not 76. We're going to 81. Only reason we're going to 81 because now we're going to get Dream Shake on gold. Plus, you're going to hit the threshold of 81 to end up getting the actual Slim Reaper build. But as of the 3-point shooting in the mid range, 87 mid range. We've been rocking out with the 87 and the 89 mid range. But as of the 3-pointer, the 3-pointer will be 85. 85 3-pointer, 87 mid range. And then we get to the actual free throw. Like I told you, if it was me making this build, now I got to choose, his free throw would be a 70, 75. So we can put some extra attributes somewhere else, you feel me? But if you look at the finishing for the build, you can see it's a lot of badges that you can get. It's a lot of badges that you can get. And then when you look at the shooting, it's a lot of badges that you can get since you're 6'10", and all your badges are going to be, it's just insane that what you can do. But when it comes to the playmaking, we're going to have an 80 ball control. You can get an 80 ball control in this build, but the only thing that's going to be different, the speed with ball will not touch 70. It won't even touch 75. You will have to find a dribble style that fits this. I think the only one that you can really use is Embiid, unless they dropped a new one that was actually fast enough. But you're going to have 15 playmaking badges. I would say if you got extra badge points, put your extra badge points on playmaking. You need at least 19, even though that your actual badge points are somewhat set up differently on a 6'9" versus a 6'10". But as of defense, like I told you, it's going to be very, very similar to all the other builds. 60 interior, 77 perimeter, 42 steal, 70 block, 52 rebound, and 71 defensive rebound. And that's the actual, you know what I'm saying, the physicals, 77 speed, 72 acceleration. The actual strength, we got a higher strength. We got a 55 since we're on a taller build, 75 vert, 91 stamina, and an 81 free throw as you get the badge count of 21, 25, 15, and 12. As to the badge count, this might be one of the lowest badge counts, but you gotta remember the tiers are a little bit different when it comes to this Brooklyn Nets Kevin Durant Slim Reaper build. That's one thing you gotta keep in mind. But hey man, make sure y'all boys drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and let me know in the comment section, which one do you want me to make? Do you want me to make the OKC, the Warriors, or the Nets Kevin Durant Slim Reaper build?